get better.
Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into a nigga life some kind of way and trying to like look any type of little shit. Oh yeah, I can come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh look, bro, but y'all like, and then y'all don't think. So yeah, bitch, if y'all don't, if a motherfucker needed help, y'all wouldn't think that I knew that. Y'all don't think I knew. And I need help if I need it.
Kodak Black, whose real name is Bill Capri, looked like walking out of the Niagara County Jail this afternoon, hiding his face behind a fan of money.
Police say that he had an undeclared pistol and marijuana in the car that border agents stopped at the bridge. Now, they also say another car traveling with him declared 2 guns, but had another undeclared gun and marijuana inside.
I don't want a sex. This was so funny. I said, no, I don't want it. I'm just waiting for the bus. I didn't want a sex. I don't want a sex. Did she push me right here? She pushed me. She go boom.
Kodak Black isn't just making music, he's making waves. Recently, he dropped a bold prediction that's hard to ignore. He believes the hip-hop community will eventually turn on him, just as it has on other major artists like Drake. Let's unpack this. One day, these niggas gonna try to do me like Drake, Kodak said during an Instagram live.
Alright, whatever, fuck, okay. Alright, bro, shit get fucking old. Alright, bro, it don't fucking matter, homie. If I'm high or if I'm ain't, or if it don't even fucking matter, man. Nobody ain't gonna talk about drugs. Bitch, I ain't show no fucking, I ain't show a single drug. I ain't say nothing about a drug. Like, what the fuck is like, why the fuck you can't even listen to the message or get a message? Well, I've been so fucking stupid. I wanna be saying that. It's like, man, like, they're big fucking, like, 8 out of 10, homie, like, the person who just commented on that, like,
It wasn't a casual comment. It was a calculated statement rooted in the chaotic dynamics of hip-hop's ever-shifting loyalty. Kodak's comparison to Drake isn't just about clout, it's about the toll public opinion and industry politics can take on even the biggest names in the game. Drake's feud with Kendrick Lamar serves as a prime example. Kendrick's diss track Not Like Us didn't just shake the charts, it rattled Drake's brand. With lyrics that attacked Drake's credibility and authenticity, Kendrick made waves that no one could ignore. The track skyrocketed to the top of the Billboard 100 and snagged 5 Grammy nominations. But the damage wasn't just commercial, it was deeply personal. Drake's response track, The Heart Part 6, failed to resonate. Critics slammed it, fans rejected it, and the fallout was real. Graffiti on his London OVO store, attempted break-ins at his Toronto home, and a wave of public sentiment that painted him as a shadow of his former self. Kodak sees himself potentially heading down the same path.
Yeah, understand that kids are watching you, look, bro. I used to give a fuck, right? Well, I don't give a fuck. You know why, homie? Because TikTok got all the negatives, most negative shit ever. To the point, bitch, I gotta go on my kid's phone, like, hey, yo, let me see. And then I had to see, like, you feel me? Because we got all type of kids doing gay-ass dances, all type of gay-ass shit in the car.
He's no stranger to controversy. From erratic social media posts to questionable public behavior, he's a magnet for attention, both good and bad. His fans might love him for his raw, unfiltered persona, but in the cutthroat world of hip-hop, that same trait could be his undoing. Here's where it gets even deeper. Kodak's concerns highlight a bigger issue within hip-hop, the industry's tendency to build up its stars only to tear them down. The very qualities that make artists like Kodak and Drake compelling, their authenticity, their rawness, their vulnerability, are often the same ones that leave them open to attack. It's a vicious cycle, and Kodak is acutely aware of it. But why would hip-hop turn on Kodak? The answer lies in the volatile nature of fame and the unforgiving standards of the genre. Hip-hop has always thrived on competition. Rivalries fuel the music, energize the fans, and keep the culture alive. But that same competitive spirit can also breed resentment, envy, and ultimately betrayal.
A long-standing feud between rap artist Drake and Kendrick Lamar is once again heating up after the release of diss tracks back-to-back, and we really mean back-to-back-to-back-to-back.
Drake's experience offers a cautionary tale. His fallout with Kendrick wasn't just about music, it was about power. Kendrick's lyrical attacks weren't just aimed at Drake's artistry, they questioned his authenticity, his dominance, and his right to claim the top spot. The backlash Drake faced wasn't just from Kendrick's fans, it was from a broader audience that was ready to see him fall. Kodak's prediction suggests he sees himself in a similar position. He's built a career on being unapologetically himself, but that authenticity comes at a cost. In an industry that thrives on narratives, Kodak's rawness could easily be spun into a story of downfall. The same fans who love him today could turn on him tomorrow, driven by the same cycle of hype and backlash that's claimed so many artists before him. And it's not just about Kodak. His prediction points to a larger trend in hip-hop.
I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh shit. His name was. Well, you see how that like life works? Like, excuse me. No, you good. Excuse me.
One where artists are constantly navigating a minefield of expectations, rivalries, and public scrutiny. The culture that celebrates individuality and innovation also punishes it, creating an environment where no one's position is ever truly secure. So what's Kodak's next move? If history is any indication, he'll double down on his authenticity. He'll continue to push boundaries, provoke reactions, and make the kind of music that resonates with his audience. But he'll also have to navigate the challenges that come with being a high-profile artist in a cutthroat industry.
And we're following some breaking news. Kodak Black has been arrested in South Florida again. The rapper, whose real name is Bill Capri, is charged now with possession of cocaine and tampering with evidence. He has been no stranger to dealing with legal issues, of course. He was arrested in 2022 for trafficking oxycodone.
The real question isn't whether hip-hop will turn on Kodak. It's whether he'll be ready when it does. And if his track record is anything to go by, Kodak isn't just ready for the backlash, he's ready to turn it into fuel for his next chapter. Because in hip-hop, survival isn't just about staying relevant, it's about staying resilient. So if you're watching this thinking Kodak's concerns are just paranoia, think again. The industry's history is littered with stories of artists who rose to the top, only to be torn down by the same forces that elevated them. Kodak's prediction isn't just about his career, it's a reflection of the brutal realities of the hip-hop game. And as for Drake, his journey shows that even the biggest names aren't immune to the pressures of fame. His feud with Kendrick might be in the rearview mirror, but its impact is still felt. It's a reminder that in hip-hop, the only constant is change, and the only guarantee is that no one stays on top forever. What happens next for Kodak and for hip-hop as a whole remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the game isn't just about music, it's about survival. And if Kodak's prediction comes true, he'll have to prove once again that he's not just an artist, he's a fighter. The cyclical nature of fame in the hip-hop industry isn't just a phenomenon, it's a pattern deeply embedded in the culture. Kodak Black's bold prediction that the industry will eventually turn against him mirrors the experiences of countless artists who have walked a similar path. This isn't just Kodak's story, it's a narrative that has repeated itself across generations. Consider Kanye West, and at the peak of his career, Kanye was untouchable, a revolutionary force in music and fashion, but his controversies, whether personal, political, or professional, slowly chipped away at his public image. The media's focus shifted from his artistry to his erratic behavior, and the fans who once championed his innovation began questioning his relevance. Then there's Nicki Minaj, a powerhouse who dominated the charts and redefined the role of women in hip-hop. But her position wasn't immune to scrutiny. Rivalries with artists like Cardi B brought a wave of criticism, and the once untouchable Nicki found herself navigating the treacherous waters of public opinion. Kodak's situation, though unique, fits into this broader context. His authenticity, the raw, unfiltered personality that endears him to fans, also makes him a target. In a culture that thrives on drama and conflict, Kodak's every move becomes potential fodder for criticism. The very qualities that elevate him also set the stage for his potential downfall. What's interesting is how artists respond to this inevitable shift. Some, like Drake, attempt to weather the storm by doubling down on their artistry and reframing the narrative. Others, like Lil Wayne, retreat from the spotlight, choosing to focus on their core fan base rather than the wider industry. Kodak's prediction suggests he's acutely aware of these dynamics and is already strategizing for the fallout. But why does hip-hop, more than other genres, seem to revel in this rise and fall dynamic? Part of the answer lies in its roots. Hip-hop was born out of struggle, resistance, and the need to prove oneself. It's a genre that thrives on competition, where battles and rivalries aren't just encouraged, they're celebrated. This competitive spirit is both a strength and a weakness, fostering innovation while also creating an environment where no one is safe from scrutiny. Even outside of rivalries, hip-hop's relationship with fame is fraught. The genre stars are often expected to embody a larger-than-life persona, balancing authenticity with marketability. This tightrope act can be exhausting, and when an artist slips, the backlash is swift and unforgiving. Kodak's concerns about the industry turning on him highlight this pressure. What sets Kodak apart, though, is his willingness to confront these challenges head-on. By openly acknowledging the possibility of a hate campaign, he's taking control of the narrative before it can control him. This proactive approach could be his greatest asset, allowing him to navigate the pitfalls of fame with a level of awareness that many artists lack. So, where does this leave hip-hop as a whole? The genre's culture of competition and scrutiny isn't going anywhere, but artists like Kodak are forcing the industry to reckon with its own dynamics. By speaking out, they're challenging the status quo and paving the way for a more nuanced understanding of what it means to be a hip-hop artist in the modern era. As for Kodak, his story is far from over. Whether his prediction comes true or not, one thing is clear. He's not just a participant in the hip-hop game, he's a student of it. And in a genre where survival often hinges on adaptability, that might just make him one of the smartest players on the field. If Kodak Black's prediction unfolds as he anticipates, it would mark yet another chapter in hip-hop's storied history of transformation and turbulence. But what makes this potential fallout more than just another artist's drama? It's the evolving nature of how fame is consumed, weaponized, and redistributed within the culture. Take a closer look at the digital landscape where artists operate today. Social media platforms have turned every tweet, live stream, or Instagram story into a potential flashpoint. Kodak's live session isn't just an event, it's a public timestamp of his perspective, one that can be revisited, scrutinized, and repurposed by fans and detractors alike. In this environment, authenticity is both a shield and a sword. For Kodak, his unfiltered approach resonates deeply with his audience, but also leaves him vulnerable to misinterpretation and backlash. The pace of fame's life cycle in hip-hop has accelerated. Where once an artist's rise and fall played out over years, today it can happen within months, sometimes weeks. Consider Tekashi 6999. His rapid ascent and equally meteoric decline were fueled by a combination of social media antics, legal troubles, and public feuds. The digital age amplifies every move an artist makes, leaving little room for recovery when public opinion turns. Kodak's awareness of this cycle positions him as more than just an artist. He's a strategist. By addressing the potential fallout before it happens, he's rewriting the script, forcing the industry and his audience to confront the mechanics of fame. This isn't just damage control, it's a masterclass in narrative management. But let's zoom out. What does this say about hip-hop culture as a whole? The genre's evolution has always been shaped by the tension between authenticity and marketability. In the 90s, artists like Tupac and Biggie navigated these waters through lyrical prowess and public personas that felt larger than life yet grounded in their realities. Fast forward to today, and the stakes remain the same, but the platforms and pressures have multiplied. The industry's infrastructure also plays a role. Record labels, streaming platforms, and even media outlets have a vested interest in creating and sustaining cycles of conflict. Drama sells, and in hip-hop it's practically currency. Kodak's prediction underscores this, hinting at an industry machine that thrives on controversy, but offers little support when that controversy spirals out of control. What's the solution? If hip-hop is to evolve beyond these cycles, it will require a cultural shift that prioritizes longevity and artistry over fleeting moments of virality. Artists like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar have managed to maintain relevance by focusing on substance, often stepping back from the spotlight to let their work speak for itself. For Kodak, charting a similar path could mean balancing his raw, unfiltered persona with a more measured approach to navigating the industry. At the end of the day, Kodak's prediction isn't just about him, it's a mirror held up to an industry and culture grappling with its own contradictions. Whether he thrives or falters will depend not just on his actions, but on how the hip-hop community chooses to engage with the forces that shape its stars. And as the game continues to evolve, one thing remains certain: hip-hop's greatest stories are yet to be written. As hip-hop continues to dominate global music culture, the pressures artists face have only intensified. Kodak Black's prediction of a potential backlash is not just an isolated thought, it's a reflection of the precarious balance every artist must strike in an era where visibility is currency, but privacy is rare. In this environment, the role of social media cannot be overstated. Platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok have redefined how artists engage with their audience, but they've also made the highs and lows of fame more public than ever. For Kodak, his live streams and posts serve as direct connections to his fans, but they're also a double-edged sword. The same platforms that amplify his voice can magnify his missteps. turning minor controversies into major scandals within hours. The fast pace of today's music industry also leaves little room for recovery. A single misstep can dominate headlines, overshadowing even the most groundbreaking artistic achievements. Just look at DaBaby's fallout after his controversial comments during a live performance. While he once topped charts and collaborated with industry heavyweights, the backlash was swift and unforgiving, leading to canceled performances and brand partnerships. This trend underscores the fine line artists must walk in a culture that is both quick to praise and eager to criticize. But Kodak's story isn't just about navigating controversy, it's about resilience. He's part of a generation of artists who understand that survival in the music industry requires more than just talent. It demands adaptability, foresight, and an unyielding belief in one's vision. Kodak's willingness to confront the potential pitfalls of fame head-on is a testament to his understanding of these demands. At the same time, the broader hip-hop community has a role to play in reshaping these dynamics. As fans, media, and industry insiders, the way we engage with artists has a direct impact on their careers. Are we consuming their content responsibly, or are we perpetuating the very cycles of hype and backlash that Kodak predicts? The answer lies in how we choose to celebrate and critique the artists we follow. Looking forward, the future of hip-hop may hinge on its ability to evolve beyond these destructive patterns. Artists like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar have shown that it's possible to achieve longevity by focusing on authenticity and substance, rather than chasing fleeting trends. Their careers offer a blueprint for balancing mainstream success with artistic integrity, providing hope for a new era in hip-hop where artists are celebrated for their work, not just their controversies. For Kodak, this could mean leaning into his strengths, his unfiltered personality, his connection with fans, and his unique artistic voice, while finding new ways to navigate the pitfalls of fame. Whether that involves collaborating with like-minded artists, taking strategic breaks from the spotlight, or experimenting with new creative directions, the possibilities are endless. What matters is that he stays true to himself while adapting to the ever-changing landscape of the industry. In the end, Kodak's prediction isn't just a warning, it's a challenge to himself, to his peers, and to the entire hip-hop community to rise above the cycles that have defined the genre for decades. If he succeeds, he won't just prove his doubters wrong, he'll set a new standard for what it means to thrive in the world's most dynamic music genre. You might think the story ends here, but it doesn't. Hip-hop's next big controversy, feud, or fallout is always just around the corner. Who's next? Only time will tell. And if you think Kodak's concerns are overblown, just wait. The industry has a way of proving even its most audacious predictions right. Thanks for watching. Check out our other videos. Dive deeper, stay curious, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, inside out.